Y'all, once to start off by saying that we got 12,000 subscribers now. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. There's been a lot going on in this 1 year. So to get at 12K after a year, that's amazing, man. So appreciate all y'all. There's a lot more to come. This is just the beginning, so we just getting started. Yeah, and I also saw, yeah, about the lawsuit about like that, yeah. Yeah, Quickie Sticky, I saw this morning, yeah, I saw it. Actually, that's the reason I'm about to put the Discord in the chat right now. Yeah, for sure, it's only up. That's it. So appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody. Hey, y'all see, I'm doing a lot more networking, do a lot more panels, a lot more collabs, a lot more to come. I just tell you that the live streams are just one of the few things that's going on this channel. Gonna start expanding a lot, where once again we're starting off small, setting a solid foundation, getting up to 12K. I usually keep thinking that I'm a small channel, but I gotta understand, in the grand scheme of things, I'm still a pretty decent sized channel. So yeah, it's a paradigm shift for me for sure. So absolutely, yeah. So even from the beginning, I've already been taking it extremely seriously. Y'all see the logos, the branding, the upgrades from a live stream, getting new equipment, make sure everything's professional. So yeah, we're gonna keep working. Absolutely, we got a lot of things coming, man, for sure. Absolutely. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get started in a second. Yeah, let's get it. All right, let's do we can do Vaughn first. I know y'all saw here's the drop yet. Power 106. If y'all haven't seen it yet, Vaughn just dropped a freestyle on Power 106. I haven't heard it yet, so I had to wait till I get on stream so I can react to it. But hey, let's see. Hey, but shout out to Vaughn. Make sure y'all go check out the good, the bad, and the dollar menu reaction that I did on my channel. But appreciate you. He's a supporter of content creators. And I just got into Vaughn. Like I said, just checked out the mixtape. Already a huge fan, man. So appreciate you, Vaughn, keeping it hip hop. And let's get into it. Vaughn, 106, LA, freestyle, real hip hop. Let's get into it.
Just incredible!
Hip hop, baby. Just Incredible's freestyle series. Hey, look who's here, man.
Let's go.
Back by popular demand.
It's Vaughn.
Ooh, my brother Vaughn is here. TDE is in the building.
Yeah, back.
Hey, the new project is out. He came to get to some
The good,
bars.
the bad, the dollar menu.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You already know,
There's some
baby.
bars, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you wanna be a baller? All you gotta do is get in with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that time.
Hey.
I got a 30 stick on me cause I got a family to feed. Fuck a family tree when niggas mishandle the leaves. Got bite marks still in my hand from all the people I feed. Cause all the ones that standing for me, the only people I need. Was robbing cribs to feed my babies. I'm just grateful I ain't get caught. Pumping blood inside my veins, but I'm still scared to use my heart. Best friend wasn't in the art, but they still outlined it with chalk. I missed the funeral cause I ain't had no car, but if it was me, she would've walked. And earthquakes was put here for us to recognize a fault. Don't need Edison to realize that energy be off. It's like in my dead time, I just get buried in my thoughts. I don't get caught up in my season. I take it with a grain of. See, we ain't had no silver spoon. We used to eat our plastic forks. Make decisions. We morticians. We got comfortable with corpse. Like I'm trying to reach the height. Scared I end up falling short. Cause see, I always double dribble when that ball is in my court.
Hey, and see, and this is why I love TDE, because they know how to pick them. Once again, like I said at the beginning, real hip hop. You can have the duality, you can have the introspection, you can have the bars, you can have the lyrics, you can have the flow. And you get all that when you get with TDE, man. So look at just their roster. Kendrick, you got SZA, Doechii, Vaughn, man. Shout out to Vaughn, dog.
Hold on to pain with both hands and slow dance.
Okay.
Praying I could find pearls and old clams.
Nice.
Benjamin and Washington, they spoke in. Last words for the Insta. See how they programmed them bittersweet moments when you finding out they so bland. People are like fruit, see what happens picking the wrong friend. Take your kindness for a weakness, strong chance. You never see where you stand if you don't stand. Chest out like you want some of this too old.
Yo, Ray Vaughn is here,
Hey.
baby.
Phone on D&D for all them close calls.
Yes.
Cause when nobody at attendance when it's roll call.
Let's do it.
Snowfall, cousin moving white, he throwing snowballs. But then they sent them up the road for that long haul. Switch my surroundings cause they suffer from complacency. Push them out the circle, it was never about shapes with me. All my niggas offer headshots like model agencies. We charging every time like application fees. Yo, dog, my
Hey, one thing I'm noticing is the energy. A lot of people just think about the lyrics and the bars, but it's the delivery. Once again, going back to TDE and their foundation, they pick a lot of street prophets. Almost Kendrick is almost, I wouldn't say that he has his preacher vibe, but it's always extremely soulful and spiritual. You see even Ray, he already mentioning the soul. And once again, going back to TDE and who they pick, there's a pattern. There's a reason why. And you can feel the energy, and it feels like he's preaching. Even going back to Tupac and that energy, that soul, you can feel it in the heart. You can hear it in the chakra. Like, dog, he really preaching. He really speaking from the heart, really speaking from experience. And it's a lot of stories that a lot of people can relate to. Going back to the phrase, good kid, mad city. That good kid, mad city can relate to so many different people. And these stories that TDE continues to tell, it's a common theme. It's our black struggle. And that's one thing, once again, about TDE. They are authentic, they're genuine, and they're black in every way, shape, or form, and they keep it black.
mama crying on your shoulder, man, that shit the worst. Cause every tear she dropping on your shoulder symbolize a hurt. And he just wanted the diamonds in the face like Lil Uzi Vert. It might defeat the purpose, but we was drying off with dirty shirts. Put the same shirt back on, cause we was helpless. And I always felt the karma I received was someone else's. I see niggas with they daddies in their life and I get jealous. Feel my past is catching up, but I'm like, fuck it, let me relish.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, who can really talk about that? My God, I'm so glad he brought that up. How many people will even mention that? Will say, hey, I was jealous to be that vulnerable. Like, a lot of times we have to pick up on it in their nonverbal communication, and we can see the relationships that they deal with is pick up that, hey, they may have grew up with daddy issues. But for a rapper to be able to communicate that, turn it to bars, that's something special, man. I don't think you understand. A lot of people may take that for granted. Just the ability to sit alone with your own thoughts and to pull those thoughts out and create art from it. That's a skill set for sure.
Cause I'm generous enough to give all these niggas the last laugh. They love to smile in my face but be eager to backstab. And if I could time travel, I would leave them in the past. I'm just being transparent as Kylie's dead, bitch.
Okay. Hey, Ray Vaughn is here.
Give me another one.
Hey, if it's cool with you, I'd like to try to go 2 for 2 today, my brother.
Fuck.
Wow, fuck.
The good, the bad, the die.
And I'll say one thing. If you think about, every rapper has their own, like, almost superpower. It's almost like you'll see Kendrick, he has like his flow, like they always have something they depend on. You'll see like with Tupac, it's his lyrics. He's not necessarily extremely lyrical, like double entendre type of guy, but he has his voice and his storytelling and his performance. It's like they're like I said, it's like their superpower. Like you look at like a Biggie, you think of his flow and the swag. You look at Eminem, you look at his alliteration, his lyrical spiritual miracle. Everyone has something that they depend on, and you'll see that with Ray. I can tell already it's his storytelling. That's his biggest thing. Like that's what he is really using to separate himself from everybody else. Because like I said, going back to TDE and their patterns, Kendrick, storyteller. Doechii, storyteller. Ray, SZA, they're all storytellers, man. They're all telling these visual stories and putting it in the album. So
You.
Hey,
Look,
Ray Vaughn.
help people out of emotions while I bottle my own. You disrespect them, call them out once the logic is gone. Since I was 9, I've been watching the throne. The dollar menu just dropped, bitch, get top on the phone.
Call up top, baby.
No longer will I let people push me into depression. Watching a party die, man, who knew that was on the guest list? Weapons formed against me have been used without discretion. I'm fucked, a magnum on me, yet I still feel unprotected. And all real niggas need therapy. Treat our family members like they charity. Hate in plain sight, but the envy that be hidden is the scariest. Who's strong enough for us when we need carrying? Hatches we've been burying. I'm one of the new boys, so I've been focused on my legacy. My family tree already growing extra leaves. Regrettably, nothing's ever fell into my lap, bitch. I got felonies. Kids pop, now I want my record clean. TDE this shit for life, death penalty. Oh, he gang gang, but do we mean it when he screaming deputy? Since my Pornhub search was big booty ebony, I've been feeling like my little story deserves an extra read. Let me breathe.
Yes, sir.
Get that metronome from my father, that's a deadbeat. I barely could get diapers for my daughters, who gon' hug me? It's time to steal them huggies out of Target. Made a killing inside Walmart like that nigga who from Charlotte. Shot my cousin Boyson in his chest and he was finna leave. White tee, got a red coat, what a thriller scene. I peep, all they RIP posts, but what they really mean. Wrestling with them demons in the night is just a different. Jarvis on them drugs heavy, went to school with him. Feeling depressed cause I would roast him cause his shoes little.
And going back to what I was saying, that he sound like a street prophet. I was just going back to just TDE in general. They have an amazing way of telling stories without making it sound preachy. And that's what I mean. It's one extreme where you just completely neglectful, where it's only BS being propagated in our community. And then it's the other extreme where it's extremely preachy and goody two shoes. TDE, they find this perfect medium, this perfect hybrid. And that's what, like I said, Kendrick, he's known for. And you see it starting to show off in Doechii, and look at Ray, man. Absolutely. And now you see it's the evolution of it.
Mustard on his shirt from yesterday, we called him out at lunch. Me and Danny jokes used to hit, cause he was not like us. I seen him like 6 months ago, was slightly confused. Last time I seen my nigga, we was going to school. But when I looked into his eyes, I just seen substance abuse. But now his life a sad song, cause he addicted to blues. Broke as fuck, my phone service used to be a straight talk. Biggie when he cheated, nigga gotta let his faith walk. Tariq was dropping gems, really that's what took the weight off. To anybody that said fuck me, that was they lost. How many times I lost myself to opportunities? How many crossroads do I gotta cross to get immunity? How many tables do I gotta turn to get gratuity? How many niggas fix their self-esteem with buying jewelry?
Hey, and that goes back to what I was saying about Ray and his storytelling. And going back to how Tupac leaned on that as well. Like, I see a lot of similarities in where they're just talking and they just make it rhyme. Going back to them speeching, sounding like they're preaching. They're really talking and they just happen to make it rhyme. They just make it sound smooth with it. And that's the reason why I love Tupac so much, because when he's rapping, it's literally like a speech. And he just has a rhyme scheme to it. And it just flows off the tongue so well. It just seems like each and every single line was just handpicked, and it just flows directly into each other. From one line to the next and the next. So the opportunity, that type, like the way he stretched out those the vowels at the end, they almost like, it just has that West Coast vibe to it. So shout out to Ray, keeping the West Coast, man. West Coast takeover for sure.
Let them know they favorite Virgo is back.
Yeah, Virgo
and
shit,
I'ma
let's
run
get
it like the earth going flat.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I'ma wing it and then serve all flats. This just an ad for my auntie that do TurboTax. And yeah, my grandpa was a crackhead, but I loved him like my daddy. Ask him why he married Carol when I know he loved my granny. He said even though he clean, she's still healing from his damage. And that time around, that only thing that gave him understanding. Nice. I still cry about J. Maya. I still cry about Quanika. I still sit and think about John. That wasn't ordinary people. They was legends that died young. And a part of me died some. No peace with that, but I'ma keep looking till I find some. I made peace with the granny that said fuck me as a child. Need a receipts to help me figure out where I got this smile. Mixed emotions, though the love I carried for wasn't mild. Hurt my chest to put her coffin in that motherfucking I'm a recovering narcissist. Broke people for God to fix. Verizon bill through the roof. My life they been calling quits. I'm Wayne with the lighter flicks. They all got an item list. I hate your outfits. You had to toe an entitlement. Damn. I don't speak about my blessings to niggas cause they get jealous. Just for thinking you don't need nobody, you get beheaded. Now I live out in Tarzana and the crib look like heaven. But them grocery bags under the sink ain't for aesthetic. That's for chicken, nigga.
Ooh.
Damn.
Tough.
Don't let that fly over your fucking head, dog.
I'm catching all the bars, man.
Hey.
Goosebumps, right? Goosebumps.
Tight shit.
Big TDE shit, man.
Always.
Vaughn's here. He just went crazy on 2 beats. I don't mean to
shut that shit down.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
shut
mean
that
to.
Shit down.
I want to see if we could just go 3 for 3, man. Cause look, this is one of my favorite dot beats.
Let's get to it.
And I just feel like you'll go crazy on this shit.
Let's get to it.
Vaughn is here. The new project is out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you see what type of time I'm on.
Right. Get my phones right.
You ready to go crazy? Too easy, I know. Vaughn, Justin.
And you see a lot of versatility. If y'all go listen to the good, the bad, and the dollar menu, it goes from radio hits to being extremely deep and introspective. Like, it takes you on this roller coaster of emotions, absolutely. From you're dancing, and then you crying, and then you sad, and then you hype again. And once again, it just shows just going back to hip hop and the connection to blues. It's our blues, and you hear that story, you hear that blues in his lyrics, in his voice. So we'll see a lot of connections to sinners, Not Like Us, Kendrick, and what Doechii and this entire culture and this new wave of energy that we're feeling as a culture. You'll see it a lot.
It's incredible. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel like my feelings is absent. I feel like the industry laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. People with passion, music with talent. Everybody got a stick like they Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like everybody clay like Cassius. I feel like we all got masters because we don't know masters. Like niggas ain't masters. I brought wipes just to get on my rap shit. Revenge is sweet. I seen niggas get they toupee hammer. Squeezing Glock 40 like the end of Kool-Aid jammers. The gun so big, look like we brought an expansion. Expectation too big to fit in your standards. I used to get clothes when the cars go down. Before I started stealing clothes out the lost and found, raving about pain like Orlando Brown. For COVID, seen a lot of coffins round. Real nigga shit, I sell white folks trauma. Real nigga shit, I got different baby mamas. Real nigga shit, I tend to spin before I got it. Real nigga shit, my first car was an Impala. I used to feel like I was a stain on earth. I kept going till the pain don't hurt. In 64, I beat the system like the gang don't work. I called on niggas, but they name don't. On God, Chrome on me, I ain't never had a Google phone. Converted to a monster from the shit that I went through alone. Mr. Crash out, you see me coming, then just move the cone. Running up the numbers on you dummies, I'm a student loan.
Nice.
Notice my delivery on Amazon. This for the doctors on the net that claiming rappers dying. I put my juniors in the game way before LeBron popped out. Right after I balled, I'm a Pokemon. Get your cap, Jordan Peele.
Juniors in the game way before LeBron. Come on now. Y'all gotta catch the bars, man.
They claiming rappers dying. I put my juniors in the game way before LeBron popped out. Right after I balled, I'm a Pokemon. Get your cap, Jordan Peele. He think he like
popped
us.
Out.
Transportation,
Pokemon.
walk him down or I might bust. Stinky Super Mario, but he better pipe up. Pulled up with sticks and knocked half off on price cut. I'm probably with my daughter somewhere having tea parties. Long money, the stash big like I'm Steve Harvey. I'm the nigga they gon' dread like I'm B. Marley. Labels keep calling. My currency is C foreign.
Let's do it.
Lizzo ain't the only name that hold weight. Bitch, I pop up on your screen like you need phone space. Started off a hot head, now I'm a cold case. Dump a nigga out. Now how's that for soulmates? Free TG when I'm in Compton. They won't make it out my mosh pit. They can't beat us, they gon' gossip. Got a Drake on me if you joshing. A gym for you niggas who boxing.
Hey, he dropping a lot of bars in this one. At first, he was just storytelling. Now he coming with the bars, double entendre. Hey, I don't know if y'all catching all along. I can't just pause at each and every single bar because he's bar after bar after bar. It's going to get annoying if I just keep pausing it. But y'all got to catch it, man.
Dump a nigga out. Now how's that for soulmates? Free TG when I'm in Compton. They won't make it out my mosh pit. They can't beat us, they gon' gossip. Got a Drake on me if you joshing. A gym for you niggas who boxing. I blew up with the sliders like White Castles. Nas first class when I look up flight cabins. Wrong pills have you stuck in a time capsule. Told myself I would be lit, I time travel.
Let's go.
Justin, if I ever stop breathing, put diamonds in my halo, I'm flexing on Jesus. LA County, bitch, we out here carrying the region. Hairstylists, we been out here bobbing and weaving.
Come on, right?
I love it when I pop out and show niggas Caucasians in a 40. I'm scared of no niggas switch on me. I heard they ain't grown folk business. Got an entourage full of cold business. Put you in the dirt like a four-wheeler. Staying out of Dodge like a Ford dealer.
Yo, you going crazy, right?
A bitch can't talk to me cause I know scissor. Badass since my grill was aluminum foil. I'm getting calls from the women that I used to spoil. Since Grandma Dorothy fried our chicken and reusing oil. All eyes on me, get your noodles boiled. My uncle like Ray quit hanging with them youngs. You 13, why the fuck you need a gun? Cause it ain't only tourists, that's where I'm from. In Long Beach, they cut your life short. Is you dumb? Stayed out the street life and I got straight A's. But if it's war, I'm gon' spin on them like Beyblades. Yeah, was robbing houses while you niggas was on prime days. Boost mobile SIM card, boosting up the crime rates. You niggas had a lot to say, don't think we forgot. Nah, I don't think we forgot. If you land in this.
Hey, one thing, breath control. Breath control. Oh man, he sound crystal clear, dog. I'm just picking up on his ability. Like he going crazy. It sounds crisp as hell in his microphone, dog.
City, you can tell like an ox. Niggas ain't got a comma, but we're speaking on dot. Fuck that podcast that nobody gon' watch. Spin on them like a twist to get you put on the spot. Mac call me like an apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top. Claiming they got hits, but they ain't doing their job. Ain't had a hit since like 1999. What happened to the vibes? Oh, you turned a little Nas, Call of Duty.
Come on now. I told y'all, real hip hop. Ray, he is not afraid to take shots. He is not afraid to get in the booth and rap. He is not afraid of that confrontation. Understand, before I even listened to his recent mixtape, I first heard Ray when he was dissing Joey. And y'all just heard the bar, man. And had a hit since like 1999. Ray, he been calling Joey out. Joey, where you at? You said you wanted to smoke. You said you wanted to keep it hip hop. Don't be like J. Cole. Don't build your entire brand off being true to real hip hop, and then when it's time to actually stand up and rap, you run away. I told you, some of these TDE dudes, man. Well, I know why they want to rap against these TDE dudes, bro.
Live, goofy nigga better pick a squad. Cause they not like us, and we rode the bus while we had a trust, and we ate free lunch if we ain't had much. So instead of discuss, y'all better shut the fuck up. Why you turn the beat off? Why you fucking turn the beat off?
Hey, cause you going too crazy, Ray.
Nigga, turn.
Hold on. Yo, Ray Vaughn is here. The bars are at a high fucking level. You see how charged
claiming they got hits, but
damn,
ain't had one since 1999.
Yeah, hold on, Ray Vaughn, hold on. Look, TDE's in the building. You know the bars are at the highest level.
Big steppers.
Big TDEs.
Yeah, all the time.
Damn, my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, for more, fuck all that. They gotta go check out the project.
Y'all gotta go listen to the Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. It's out now.
That part. Yeah.
We getting them good reviews. They loving on me.
Of course
on
they
Twitter.
are.
You know I'm going crazy.
Just like that, man. Right here in Los Angeles, California. Long Beach is in the building.
Always.
Hey, bro. Hey. I'm just instigating. I just want to see the battle. I'm just instigating. You know these rap dudes got egos. You know, hey, I'm just trying to poke the bear a little bit. You feel? Hey, keep it real hip hop, dog. But shout out to Ray. I feel like I'm losing my focus. Shout out to the feel, man. I love that beat.
Don't settle for boring.
Hey, shout out to JID. He just dropped a album. Said God does like ugly. So we had to check that out. Let me come back on tomorrow and do that. But let's talk about this lawsuit. It says how Drake just got exposed for lying in his lawsuit and will lose now. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. Let's go into it.
Now, when it comes to Drake, Lawbreeze and Genograms, well, once again, the biggest crash out in hip-hop's entire career is going out in spirals, because right now, after his little games and updates that made his ongoing lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record more confusing and pathetic, UMG has come back and responded to Drake once again, and this time, with how open they get about exposing Drake and just pointing out the truth that nobody on that side of hip-hop wants to hear. Things have really never looked worse in terms of this case going forward and Drake getting his way with things. And now, before we go any further into what all this means, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as all the Drake fans are trying to run away from the reality of what we are seeing here, which is the real beginning of the end for their guy, make sure to leave a like so all of hip-hop can see how bad this really is for Drake and how great this will be for the genre. And so now, with that said, when it comes to good...
And no matter what, Drake, he's too... poetically, he's so far gone. He's too far gone. No matter if he wins or loses this lawsuit. If he wins, he just proves to be exactly what Kendrick claimed to be. Not like us. Because you're destroying the entire genre. Or you lose, and you're still not like us because you filed a lawsuit in the first place. And then we're just making fun of you. And the only people that will still believe in you and believe your delusion are your fans. They'll still put you as a victim, but understand as a culture, we're done. We're done. If anything, we'll give you attention just to see what you're doing. Because we have no choice, because people like you have to be put on the registry for a reason. So you have to be watched. You have to be looked at. People like Kanye, you have to watch them. I'm not paying you attention by giving you money. I don't value you. But people like you are extremely dangerous. You absolutely need some handlers. And they confuse those likes, they confuse those views with love. Nah. We have to keep a close eye on you. Absolutely.
Good old pathetic Lawbreeze. UMG just filed another motion to dismiss this ridiculous mess that Drake has created. They didn't hold back this time whatsoever, and really with the paperwork they have handed to Drake, it's not just effective, but it's also hilarious, because in this thing, Drake gets mocked and embarrassed here, really like it's another diss track, because more than we have ever seen to this point in this entire suit so far, UMG just calls Drake's bluff and reminds him and everybody else of what's really going on here, which is just an emotional crash out and temper tantrum from a fully grown person who is just upset that something didn't go their way. And UMG really wastes no time getting to this, as they literally say, opening things up, how Drake is just making up anything to whine about, and they know this, because rather than stand on his original complaints that started this thing in the first place, they straight up say, on March 17th, 2025, UMG moved to dismiss Drake's complaint. Rather than attempt to defend his original complaint, Drake filed an amended complaint in which he removed obviously false factual allegations, but added multiple allegations about Lamar's live performance of a version of the song Not Like Us at the Super Bowl 59 halftime show on February 9th, 2025. And now with everything they detailed, just to remind Drake and show everyone how flimsy what he is trying to stand on taller and taller really is, there is no way that this all doesn't come down very soon, because really, with the team representing the label that made Drake having to literally talk about everything Drake has tried to add in with this suit, with such moments like the Grammys and especially the Super Bowl, they really just troll and humiliate him, because after calling Drake's claims astonishing, which I feel like in this type of thing is about as far as you can go to just...
Because the claims are based off conspiracy theories. Like, he completely neglected the entire scientific method. He said, forget the hypothesis, doing research, experimenting, then coming to a conclusion. I'm going to have a hypothesis. I'm going to jump straight to a conclusion. No works-cited page, no MLA format, no alphabetical order hanging indent, absolutely nothing. You can't turn this into court with no evidence. You're losing that. You can't go to college and you can't have a works-cited page. They're going to accuse you of plagiarism. You can't turn that in. That's an elf, Mr. Crocker. So what are we talking about? He's getting all of his information from academics and Twitter. Y'all understand he referenced Joe Budden. Understand he's quoting tweets, YouTube comments. Come on, man.
Just try and make fun of somebody while obviously staying within the tone that these things need to be in. After this sentence, which really just feels like a professional way to laugh at Drake, he just ends up getting cooked here more than ever as they point out how his own points and claims are contradicting one another and how this shows that he is not organized or has a greater message, but that he's just trying to use anything he possibly can to take down Kendrick Lamar in this song, which they state pretty clearly as they say. As Drake concedes, Lamar's Super Bowl performance did not include the lyric that Drake or his associates are certified, which of course is the alleged defamatory material that is at the heart of this case. And then they go on to say that the focus of Drake's new claims, which are that the largest audience for a Super Bowl halftime show ever did not hear Lamar call Drake or his crew that word, ultimately ends up betraying the case for what it is, which is Drake's attack on the commercial and creative success of the rap artist who defeated him rather than the content of Lamar's lyrics. And as they close this out saying the amended complaint is without merit and should be dismissed, once again, it seems like with everything UMG did here, they just once and for all went all in on Drake for not just being petty here, because that is what this is all about in terms of why he has even went this far and why we need to have this conversation in the first place, but they show how many problems and flaws are within the exact case that he is trying to present.
Hey, this is just a representation of what we're talking about when we're saying that the culture itself is shifting. I see you, Dion. I see it says, why all these rappers apologizing to Drake? Maybe they think he will win a lawsuit and getting on his good side. That could also be a part of it. But another side of it is going back to when Lil Baby, Young Thug, and DJ Academics were spreading this narrative saying that hip-hop is getting boring. Hip-hop is getting weird. Remember when Drake said that on Aiden Ross's stream? Rick Ross, he's a part of that side of the hip-hop. Future, he's a part of that. So you see a lot of these dudes kind of looking iffy right now, right? Because they understand, even though Kendrick was going directly at Drake, when Kendrick's talking about watching the party die, they are a part of that. And we already been talking about this for the last week or two, just about these dudes refusing to actually put in the work. They feel like they don't have to. They truly feel like, nah, I don't got to put in any type of work. I don't have to train to be in shape, to work on my breath control, read books, work on my similes, my metaphors, my storytelling, work on my performance, actually focus on the visuals, actually focus on taking care of respecting my audience. Nah, I can't do that. That's too much. It's impossible.
And finally with this, we are seeing Drake just get made fun of within actual paperwork by his label for using and citing people within this case who know absolutely nothing about anything going on, as Drake was relying on none other than fan pages to try and win the biggest move an artist has ever made to their label in this era. And again, just hearing Drake get made fun of and trolled in this professional way is really one of the funniest things, and I think we are going to look back on this as something that didn't even feel real in terms of how Drake just created this mess in the first place. Because seriously, as UMG literally has to say, the comments cited in Drake's complaint make this point. They are rife with grammatical errors, slang, and emojis, and authored by sources such. Once again, even with the small things here, when you read this thing from front to back and go through all of it, the more you just slowly see what really easily has to be the absolute and official beginning of the end for Drake and this entire thing he has been trying to say and escalate for so long. Because really, even now with the whole idea of Drake being a hypocrite and only bringing paperwork into this situation because he was the one who messed around and lost the beef and had one of the biggest diss songs ever made about him, well, once again, they remind Drake that he didn't have a problem saying everything that he did on Family Matters, which really, between the claims he made about Kendrick's own family, I mean, you could say what was said there was at least just as bad, but if not worse than what Kendrick did at all. Well, taking things even further and
to piggyback off of that, going back to Not Like Us, this also proves Kendrick's point, because who else could do this but Drake? No one else in hip-hop could do this. Jay-Z, he couldn't go and sue Nas. Understand, all the people who've been in these rap beefs in the past, they can't go and sue. Drake is literally the only person in this position of power that can sue. And he's literally proving the point. And going back to my earlier point, talking about them not wanting to put in work, this just goes back to, once again, Drake not being like us. Because Kendrick, as a dark-skinned man from Compton, has to experience doing twice the work to get half of what Drake has received his entire career. Look at Beyonce. She's continuously disrespected, receiving half of what a Taylor Swift could receive. And Beyonce is Beyonce. So once again, going back to Drake, he's treated like he is, and he's able to be mediocre, to put karaoke shows on, not be able to dance or really put on any type of true performance in the stadium, and he can get away with it because he's the only person in this genre that can get away with it because he's not like us. If we were a dark-skinned black man, he could not do these things. So Drake, he doesn't understand that because of his privilege. His privilege is blinding him for sure.
Once again, putting all of this into perspective of just how much of a hypocrite and bold-faced liar Drake really is. UMG made sure to also include things that clearly point out to people who may not have known that less than 3 years ago, Drake himself signed a public petition criticizing the trend of prosecutors using artists' creative expression against them by treating rap lyrics as literal fact. And as they
This is exactly what we talking about. Remember him saying free Thugger, trying to get YSL out, talking about some free dirt and all that. No, what you talking about? Literally, Drake, he's so slow. He doesn't understand that everything that he's doing in the past is going to come back to haunt him. Everything he's doing is documented. He doesn't understand that he's Drake. He forgets that he's extremely famous, that everything he's doing is public. Like, and this was just 1 or 2 years ago. 1 or 2 years ago. What are we talking about, man?
Literally say, as Drake recognized, when it comes to rap, the final work is a product of the artist's vision and imagination. They really got Drake bad here, and they really make sure to bring this home, as they say Drake was right then and is wrong now. The complainant's claims against UMG are no more than Drake's attempt to save face for his unsuccessful rap battle with Lamar.
See this melody? Let's turn it to this.
And once again, by pointing out how Drake did this, and also this was part of the very idea and sentiment that helped Drake's own friends get out of their own horrible situations where their lyrics were being twisted as fact, when indeed they were trying to be creative expression. I mean, you can't act like these guys are not right for pointing all of this out and letting everybody know that even Drake himself doesn't even believe in the things he was saying, because when he wasn't trying to get back at somebody for a beef, he was not doing anything close to this, and matter of fact was supporting the very opposite side of where he is standing at now. And with something like this, as Drake has not even been able to explain it or anything, we can just so clearly see this clown getting exposed for the fraud that he has been for this whole case, really, and for so much longer before that. And really, if you thought that all of this was enough and that the rabbit hole could not get any possibly deeper, well, I got news for you, because things only got worse from here for Drake, as they once again went to flip the claim that Drake is making about Kendrick playing Not Like Us right back at him more than ever, by not just holding up the mirror to Drake, but by showing how his team is only using half of what happened in Drake's entire career to portray the narrative that they want within their paperwork, as they say. Nowhere in the 100-plus page legal blather written by Drake's lawyers do they bother to acknowledge that Drake himself has written and performed massively successful songs containing equally provocative taunts against other artists, nor do they mention that it was Drake who started this particular exchange. Apparently, Drake's lawyers believe that when Drake willingly participates in a performative rap battle of music and poetry, he could be defamed even though he engages in the exact same form of creative expression. Just as I said,
And that's just lawyer talk, but for like everything that we've been saying. It is extremely obvious to everyone else but Drake. It's like, Drake, you started this. You started this. And they said, but we didn't say he was a PDF. No. You're the one that brought all of these things up. It's well documented. And he's the only one that doesn't understand that. Going back to, he's so used to getting away with these things. He's so used to having yes men and everyone around him doing exactly what he wants. He's used to his fans worshiping him. Nah, you're not being coddled anymore.
When you go through this more and more, you really see how each one of the things that Drake has said or done either just doesn't make sense, especially when you see that he is using fan pages in such a pivotal time and things he is trying to prove, or when you just see all these hypocritical choices that showcase that Drake is hiding information and is only trying to tell one half of a much bigger story so that people think he is some sort of a victim. I mean, when you piece all of this together, which again, what UMG does is both troll Drake and just hold the mirror up for everybody to see. I mean, even without having the context of hip-hop culture and rap beef, anyone should be able to look at this and see that what Drake is doing is truly shameful and hypocritical, and that if he was able to get away with this, it ends up challenging and taking away from the ability that everyone has to say things and express themselves in their art, which is why in the first place this is so much bigger than just two rappers beefing now, and really the stakes of this will end up having effects on the entire world of not just rap, but music and the creative realms as a whole, because if one delusional and petty person like Drake could get away with something like this, man, nobody is ever going to be able to make jokes, say what they want, or just push the boundaries of creativity without ever wondering if the wrong person won't like it and that it may end their careers because of that. But now, as we are at a point where it seems like everyone understands this is the issue and this is what Drake is trying to ruin because of his own personal failure and loss in a rap beef that he just can't handle, well, it's great that things are starting to stack back up against him, and maybe sooner than later, this thing will end up getting dismissed before it goes any further and before everything has to get even more messy than it already has. But in the meantime, as it stands and as we wait to see how this will be perceived and accepted by the people who actually need to hear this and get to make the decisions, all we can do now is just sit back and smile as we see that everybody who is not a delusional OVO supporter and who is so obsessed with Drake that they can't even think clearly and objectively about this or anything at all, are all seeing the bigger issue with all of this, which is that Drake is just trying to ruin the way anyone can talk about their music and beyond with the precedent he is setting. And so at this point, if you are Drake, I don't even know how you could hold your head up in hip-hop and in music, because for any of his peers who actually care about the music they are making, he has become the very antithesis of what the art form they all operate in was made to do. And I think sooner than later, as we get to see the full implications of this on both the industry and Drake's career, we will begin to see how people really feel about this. But as we wait, well, for now, all we can do is laugh at the fact that Drake really thought he would get away with making the flimsiest, hypocritical, and most baseless suit and claims of all time.
Hey, man. And what's even worse than the actual beef itself, and the diss tracks, was just all the chess moves he's made afterwards. Even just the people he's aligning with. Look at what Kanye's doing. He just dropped a song called Hail Hitler. And Top 5 is right next to him, putting on Nazi chains, swastika chains, and it's getting sloppy, man. I have no idea what's going on over on that side, but it's not looking good. They need PR training for sure. But shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop, man. Appreciate you. Absolutely. These dudes, bro. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, let's see. Hey, and make sure once again y'all take the pen to go ahead and join the Discord. Also, I want to start doing a section of the show where y'all send in reactions. I want to start taking y'all requests. So once again, make sure y'all check out the Discord. Y'all will get the first. You'll be the first ones to actually get a chance to be a part of the show. So appreciate you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hopefully y'all have a great Thursday so far, man. Said Michael Rappaport's lawsuit. I haven't heard about it, Michael Rappaport. I don't really care. I don't keep up too much Michael Rappaport, man. Fucking loser. But he like Andrew Schultz to me, but I'll check it out. Absolutely. He just like Drake to me. That's who Drake want to be, low key. Ooh, 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 ooh. But today, Gen X, New Jersey, night 1. Shout out to Kendrick, still breaking records, still doing this thing. Once again, got a lot of things playing going on. A lot more collabs in the works. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the live stream that I did with Apsa. We Are Deciphered and Kiki on the Not Like Us anniversary. It's on Apsa's channel. You're going to check that out. It was about 4 days ago. Had an amazing time, man. Had a real great time. Pull it up real quick.
We are not a traditional.
So yeah, absolutely. We're going to start doing a lot more collabs. Once again, go ahead and join the Discord. Go ahead and continue the conversation there a little bit more. I'm going to stay on too long. Been on for about 49 minutes. So what we went over today, we went over Ray. Listen to Ray and his freestyle. Went over Drake and the lawsuit. And pretty much it's not too much going on with the lawsuit. It was a few amended things, but it's pretty much everything that we've been covering already. And I'm honestly, I'm getting tired of it at this point. I'm tired of Drake, man. So appreciate you, Ray, for giving me something new to talk about for sure. Making hip hop a little bit more exciting. Yeah, cause I'm getting tired of this Drake situation, y'all. Like each and every single video, I have to repeat the same thing, and it's. I know y'all tired of hearing it, man, cause I'm tired of talking about it. Like, go ahead and get it over with. It's almost like when academics were going down his 17-day countdown. It's like, nah, go ahead and drop, man. Go ahead and get this over with. Appreciate all y'all, man. Shout out to TDE. Even with Kanye, I'm not even gonna talk about Kanye and the Sneeko situation. Like, what more can you say about Kanye? Do you want to just keep repeating ourselves over and over again? Like, it's really annoying. It's really no point. But shout out to, like I said, shout out to TDE. Shout out to, like I said, everybody that I collaborated with on this past Sunday. Kiki, Absa, We Are Deciphered. A lot more coming up. Appreciate y'all in the chat, in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I may get on tomorrow, may not. Make sure, like, once again, go ahead and check the Discord. You'll be the first ones to know what we're doing. Because there's a lot of new music dropping. I know JID just dropped his new album. I want to check that out, so we'll see. But appreciate all y'all, man. See y'all in a little bit. Make sure y'all join the Discord.